In today's video, I have some updates on the NHL's potential 32nd franchise landing in Seattle. We'll discuss those updates coming up next. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams. So if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So as I mentioned off the top here, I've come across some news and some articles to provide some updates on where things are at with the NHL and their potential 32nd franchise landing in the Seattle area. Now I do once again want to thank one of our viewers and subscribers, Kyle Chang, for helping provide some of the research and the articles here to help me make this video. He's certainly done a great job here sharing some articles and making sure that I've stayed up to date on all the happenings. So thanks again, Kyle. Since we've last done a video here talking about Seattle and all the goings-on and potential happenings in that area with the 32nd franchise, there have certainly been a number of smaller news items that have come across here, so let's get you up to date on everything going on in Seattle. For starters, their original arena renovation plan called for to be around $600 million. That's now been changed. It's now going to end up costing them around $700 million. Thankfully, the ownership group there does have a lot of money, and they're certainly well financially backed here with the guys that are involved, because there is no public money being involved in this. This is all 100% privately funded. Now, they are also planning quite a state-of-the-art practice facility in the area as well. That practice facility is estimated to cost somewhere between $30 and $50 million. They kind of want to make it sort of like a regional training center, if you will, so that other teams and other sports can kind of use that facility as well. It sounds like they want to make this kind of like an attraction type of facility where there's going to be other things around this practice facility, kind of similar to what they have in Vegas. If you go to where the Vegas Golden Knights have their practice facility, obviously there's a lot of other things in that building that connects to it and everything. So I think they're kind of going with a similar type of feel. So they do have quite a state-of-the-art practice facility being planned for that area. Apparently there is also some other plans to bring more hockey to the area as well. They would want to do this after the NHL team is in place and likely already playing. But they did note here that there is no current junior team from the USHL in that area. There is teams from the Western Hockey League that play part of the Canadian Hockey League in the Seattle area, but they would consider as well the same ownership group possibly trying to get a junior team in the USHL and really continue growing the game out there in that region. Now, a couple little tidbits of information that I didn't know. Obviously, one thing we were aware of is one of the major stakeholders with this ownership group was Hollywood producer Jerry Bruckheimer, but he is actually quite a large hockey fan. They're actually, since he's connected to Hollywood so well with all his long history of working in movies, obviously they could have a little bit of a Hollywood feel here and try to get some more Hollywood people involved to kind of help grow the game as well. I didn't realize it, but Jerry Bruckheimer actually hosts a weekly pickup game, hockey game in the Los Angeles area as well, and also one of the top agents in the NHL, Pat Brisson, who works for CAA. You heard a lot about Pat Brisson this summer because he's the agent for John Tavares. Obviously, they're headquartered out in LA, there in California as well. They both actually host a weekly pickup game, and they invite a lot of celebrities and trying to grow the game more so in that region. So that's also great as well. We knew Jerry Bruckheimer liked hockey, but I didn't realize it was quite to that extent. So obviously that's good news. It shows us how much love and passion they have for the game to get this franchise going in Seattle and really grow it to be very successful. One key date here to keep on your calendar apparently now is October the 2nd. Now, earlier in the year, we were led to believe we may have a decision by August or September. That not only would they have meetings with the NHL and their executive committee, but possibly even have a franchise awarded. It really seemed like this was on the fast track. But at this point in time, there's still a lot of due diligence to be done here. But you can mark October 2nd as a key date to kind of look out for here in the near future. October 2nd is the tentative date right now where the Seattle ownership group will meet with the NHL executive committee. If all goes well with that meeting, shortly thereafter, sometime later into the fall, they would then have a meeting with the full NHL, so full league representation. And then at that point, it would seem likely shortly after that meeting is when we more than likely would see a vote and a potential franchise awarded to the Seattle group. So at this point in time, everything's going well with the plans to put the 32nd team in Seattle. Obviously, the ownership group appears to be a really strong group of people that really have a lot of love and passion for the game of hockey, and they have lots of money to boot, which is great, obviously, for building all the necessary facilities and growing the game in that area to make sure it's successful. So October 2nd is a key date that you'll likely see some further updates here from myself, as well potentially from the NHL, and I'm getting this franchise going and actually making it more official. If you're new to the channel here, I hope you consider subscribing. We currently cover all 30 31, soon to be 32 NHL teams. There's plenty of content here for all hockey fans and new hockey fans to enjoy. So if you're new, please consider subscribing. If you make sure you hit the like button if you like this video as well, I'd appreciate it if you did. As always, thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time.